Alright, so this tutorial series is going to be to create like a race game. I mean, you could kind of make it into a bunch of different things, but basically the idea is that you're going to be an object that has to stay within these lines. Okay, so you could make it that you're going down a tube or whatever. I'm just going to make it like a silly race game. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the assets that you need to start with, and then the next one we'll start coding it and stuff. Alright, just so you see what I have here, I guess I'll start putting this together. This layer will be the, we'll call it background. Okay, so I have a background element here, and then I'm going to need also the player, and the player is just going to be this little guy here, and oops, not that one, player. There we go. All right, so that's this one. And that's it. So this one's actually relatively simple. Let me just make this smaller because that's way too big. Okay. So the idea here is, yeah, you're gonna go through this thing. So I'll just show you what I have. So the player in here is made up of. Let me get closer so you can see it. I have this motorcycle MC, and I have the cone thing on top. So if I open up the motorcycle, you're going to see it's just the animation of it like shaking, basically, just so it looks like it's moving. And then the player, or the cone guy here, he's just going back and forth like this. So if you were to like see it, it just does this. I'm just going to preview real quick. So you can see it just to make it look like he's riding it, I guess. I don't know. He should probably be moving too. I didn't even think about that, but whatever. Anyway, so I would do something nicer. Like maybe you can make it like if you're like, let's say they're supposed to be swimming. You can have them swimming and they're going down a channel or something. That would be cooler. But for the sake of whatever, that's what I have. All right. The background here is a little bit more complicated. So basically, what it is, if you look, it's one big circle. So what I did is I just I used the circle tool here. I drew the inside, and I drew like an outside thing, and then I drew some inside pieces, and then I just warped the circle underneath. And the idea here is that this is going to spin like this, and then you have to basically try to fit into the track. Okay. So anyway, that's that. Inside of this, I just have the start-end object here. So it's just make sure that's separate, because that's the thing that's going to tell us that we made a lap. Might use that for something. The road is the actual object here. Foliage is these extra little bits, and then extras is just this guy here. But if you have a bunch of stuff, that'd be fine. The only one that's really important in the grand scheme of things is actually this road. And the reason why, let me turn these on off, is that if you look, it's just made up of an image, and in here is see-through. This is nothing. There's nothing in here. There's no picture. Okay. So just be aware that, actually, for that matter, watch. If I take the start end, you can see this is actually underneath it. Okay. The reason why that's important is that we're going to do collision detection, and if this is filled in with a fill, then it's just going to always be colliding. So this has to be empty. So what you'd want to do is more or less underneath, just go to your properties, have nothing selected, and take your stage and just make it whatever color you want your there you go. Whatever color you want your road to be. Okay, and that would be the idea. So that way, that would work, right? So, or if it was water, it'd make the stage blue or what have you. But this has to be see-through. I think that's all you really need for these elements. But like I said, if you're making the game, try to make it a little bit more exciting. Like maybe have like people cheering that are animated on the sides or something like that. But let's see, is there anything else? I guess that's it. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. We'll start coding it.